Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Forgive me for eating my breakfast right now. But we have to play Arena now because we have this whole sheltered in thing, right? So I didn't really think about it, but I haven't played Arena in, let's just say, 2 sets. I don't have no Thrones and no Theros. Now, granted, I want to be able to play with my players, and I'm excited to because we're trying to set it up and we want to be able to play. But there's a few things that are annoying me about Arena. All right. Well, before we get started, let's put on some like license-free music, so it just doesn't sound boring. That's a little too much. Let's try something. Yeah, that's fine. Not to mention it needs to be a little bit lower so you can actually hear me. But here we are. This is Magic Arena. This is me, Nerd with a Mouth. Yes, it's a dumb name, but I like dumb things. What can I say? So that is my name if anyone ever wants to play with me. Go ahead and PM me, message me, whatever. Not that good. We've gone over this a few times. But yeah, so basically, as a store owner, I won't lie to you. MTG Arena was very scary for me because I know a lot of people don't like going out that much nowadays. Not to mention right now, while we're locked in, we can't really go and do much, so Arena has kind of been our savior. But as a guy who's trying to run a store and make profit off these card games, it did worry me, I won't lie. But here's your M. Night plot twist. I was just learning how to play, and I sold it for years, sold it for a long, long time. But the thing is, finally they got me to start playing because I always needed someone to fill in the spot. So at that time, Arena did come out, and I actually got to learn a lot. Arena made everything really easy. Triggers went off for you, things lit up, kind of showed you where to go, how to go, what to do. It almost gave you like a handicap, but at the same time, for someone that's learning, it was very helpful. So through time, I became arena good, basically, where I'd get some wins here, get some losses here. Gone Mythic before, but I kind of went mono red because it seemed like that was the way to go. Either that, or at that time, with Super Friends. So that all being said, it was fun. I really enjoyed my time with Arena, but I actually was enjoying playing more in person, and I started doing a lot of different formats that are not supported by Arena. And again, I enjoyed playing with my friends. I enjoyed playing with my customers. I enjoyed running events in the stores, so I stepped away from Arena for quite some time. Now, how long was I gone? Well, I didn't think it was that long, but obviously it was because when I came back, none of my decks were good. I ended up deleting a bunch of my decks, which I regret because there was a historic thing, and I put that in quotations because I guess it's like they're modern, but with older standard stuff that they had in there that got rotated. So that being said, I got rid of everything, cleared everything up, and was ready to start anew. Now, I never had plans to come back to Arena, but then with the epidemic we had going on and everyone having lockdowns, no one being able to play, Magic really was giving us avenues for us to play still with each other and do events. So we're like, all right, let's do it. A lot of guys wanted to play. I'm down to host. I can make a little money off it. I'm going to give out packs to people when they get back. But the problem was I needed cards. I needed cards bad. So there lies my whole dilemma, my whole problem. I need cards from the last 2 sets. Now, the only way to get these are to either buy the packs or grind and draft. Now, when you're drafting, you're only going to get Theros packs, and to be honest, I don't mind some of the Theros stuff. I do need some of it as far as mythics and rares go, but I can get the commons, uncommons with all my wild cards, but with Thrones, I have to actually just buy the packs. There's no way for us to trade singles on here. There's no way for us to buy singles. So it's one of those things. And plus, I don't want to put a lot of money into it when it's just Arena. And I'm just going to be doing this mainly for the short time while we're locked in. Alright, so at this point, I got to take a little break here. The middle of editing all this, there's a few things that were brought to my attention while I was editing. The biggest thing was everywhere I went and everywhere I was reading, I saw everyone worried about paper magic. And the fact that I'm talking about Arena now, I thought it was a good time to address it real fast. Now, it's no secret that this has been a thing that people have worried about for years and years and years. This is me even being a guy that just ran a shop basically and didn't even play. You heard about it all the time, but right now you can literally Google and find tons of links about people worried about, paper magic disappearing. So with the worry of paper magic, the coronavirus coming out of nowhere did not help us at all. Stores are locked down. We can't do anything. We can't run business. So we all had to go to Arena to try to make Magic work. Hence why I'm making a video about me coming back to Arena after almost being gone for a year, is because of the reason of us having this horrible outbreak going on and not being able to play with each other. That came out wrong, but you get what I'm saying. So basically, here we are now. We don't have paper Magic. We have Arena. You can play paper with a friend on Skype or something like that, but it's not going to be the same. So we're here with Arena. Let's see what happens, right? So time goes on while I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to save my business. And I'm not even thinking about Arena, but a lot of guys were saying, hey, we kind of just want to connect with each other. And I'm like, fine. So Magic gives out some promos for us to give. They're like these back of the cards and all that whatever jazz that I'll get into in a little bit, talking about Arena. But yeah, so basically we do it, and it's fine, it's cool. But the funny thing is, no matter how accessible it is to us, we still all want to just play with each other, but in person. Even though this works almost exactly the same, it's not the same feel, it's not the same vibe. And on top of it, there's other things that why people aren't going to stick to Arena like they would do paper. Because trust me, like I said in the beginning of the video, I was worried about Arena. But until they reach other formats like Commander, Modern, Legacy, things like that, or ways to do 2-on-2s and things like that, like what people like to do when they get together playing Magic, we're not going to see that change. Paper Magic is still going to be alive because people want to play that kind of way. And Arena is so limited, it makes it where we can't just have that random fun, And not to mention the draft system is pretty flawed, and draft is one of the funnest formats to play in Magic. Also, let's talk about money. When you have things in your hand and it has a value for it, it's easier to trade in, get things like that. I'm in that problem right now. I'm in that problem right. I don't know if that sounds right, but I'm in that problem where I need singles and I can't trade. I can't do anything like that because the only way to get it is through buying packs and playing. Now, if they do eventually do something like where you could buy singles and things like that, you would probably kill Paper Magic. Now, I don't know if they want to go that route because so many people would just be upset because how much you've put into these physical pieces of paper that we have boxes and boxes of, when everything else that deals with Arena is on this little tiny drive. It just doesn't seem to hold the same type of value. And I think we all understand that, especially all the players that are hardcore and people that spend the money on these cards. But to be honest, the greatest test for paper versus being digital was this outbreak. And again, I don't want to get too much into it because that's not what the video is really about. It's a horrible, unfortunate situation. But what it comes down to is this is when Arena was supposed to shine. And we were really reluctant to do it. And then on top of that, when we did do it, it was fun catching up, having good times. And it's something you just can't explain to people unless you've actually lived it and know what it's like to take time out of your week to meet up with these groups of people that you see weekly that become your second family. And it's just, again, Arena's not going to give you that. And like I said, Arena's good for a lot of things. Games on the fly, practicing, just maybe meeting up with a friend online here and there, getting a little quick practice game in. And sometimes when you're just bored late at night. But other than that, it's not going to replace Paper Magic. It's about being an actual community, and hobby shops are one of the last place where people actually gather and get together. So with that being said, it's not going to go anywhere. But let me get back to the video and explain my crazy experience coming back to Arena, because that's what this video is about. So I'm back to Arena now, realize I need cards, and holy smokes, I go into this whole feature thing. There's a million different things going on here. Like last time I was in here, they did not have this many options. There are so many cosmetics. Now I know beforehand there was already cosmetics when I was playing, but it was very minimal, and how you got this back of the sleeves were slightly different. But man, just scrolling through this and looking at this, I just can't believe how much it's almost like watching my son play Fortnite or something like that, where you're trying to make more money off the smaller things. And good God Almighty, man, what is up with this thing? Like, who wants this little thing? Okay, I'm sorry, Jason's cool and all, but this is creepy as hell. I don't need this in the corner of my games. And yes, I played against people that have little avatars and stuff like that. But good God, man, that's thing of nightmares. Alright, so that was creepy as hell. Let's go back to the main screen. It's a little annoying to see the evolve your game thing where you could get this kind of stuff. I mean, if you're worried about Paper Magic, this is kind of part of the issue. But again, if you're going to play online, I mean, I guess it's worth it. I like to just draft mainly when I purchase stuff. I don't like to buy bundles like this, but it's the way it is. So we're going to look actually into draft because that's where some issues are for me. One issue I've always had is this whole mechanic of stalling. At this point, this guy knows he's gonna lose, but he can sit there and stall all day, and I get it, we give them so much of a time limit, but there needs to be some kind of triggers that go off that when we can tell they deliberately do it, you know. It's sometimes I get it, you might get up, get something to drink, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, that's understandable. It's going to be hard to tell, but it's just something I cannot stand playing online. I have no patience. I'm an old man. And when I sit there and I see this, it's just, oh man, it just kind of gets to me because there's nothing you're going to do. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you're not going to lose at this point. It just makes me upset. But it's the way it is, and it happens far, far too much. And I feel like we need to do something about it. The whole, like, again, like, I want to get as many games as I can in, if I'm trying to get packs and stuff like that, but the fact that this is still an issue blows my mind. So I think I'm wrong. I think he's gonna lose no matter what, and that makes it even worse. So no matter what you do in the situation, the same outcome is gonna happen. And not trying to like brag like, oh, you're losing, but it's like, why even do it? It just seems like a poor loser, and like I said, something needs to be done about it. And like, again, I hate playing on it because I get so much time wasted when I'm already wasting my own time playing Arena. But that's my choice. But my choice isn't to sit there and watch people wait for me to kill them, I guess. Now, for the record, I suck. There's a reason why on the YouTube channel, for Best There Is, that it's the chronicles of me being a noob, because I'm not the best player. I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to get better, but more than anything, I like to have fun. But I will not lie to you and tell you that it's fun all the time, because there are issues and there are problems, just like now. Me trying to get these singles that I need, and I don't know really what to do. I want to be able to play with my players every week for online games, so we can make sure we at least have that camaraderie and keep it going. But I want fun games, and that means to have somewhat of a level playing field. Like, losing's fine as long as I have like the means to try to play, but when I'm trying to make decks with stuff I barely have and buying comments on comments with my wild cards for the newer stuff, it's a bit rough. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of a little shocking with everything in Arena. Just, it's developed so much, and that's the shocking part. It's developed so much since two sets have came in. I was gonna say rotated out, but two sets came in, and so much has already changed. I didn't even realize it. Again, going back to the whole Fortnite analogy, we have like daily tasks, and there's weekly deals, and there's all kinds of weird stuff that just, again, I'm not quite used to. I'm gonna have to get used to it. Again, I hate that I keep saying and again and again and again, but I feel like I have to remind things. But the fact that we're going to be playing this until we could get released from our locked-in status, it's going to be one of those things that I have to, you know, kind of bite down and just take it. And I want to be able to play with everybody, so I'm going to try to work on these things. And it's just weird. Like I said, I almost feel like I walked into a whole new world with Arena. It's definitely not the Arena I knew 2 sets ago, and that's what blows my mind. It's like a lot has changed, a lot. But I'm glad to see it's still there. It's still an option. And quite frankly, I should bite my tongue about anything negative that we're saying about it, or I'm saying about it, I should say. Because in this time where, you know, we're dealing with this disease and virus, I am happy that we have some kind of avenue to play and reach each other. Regardless how bad we like to be in each other's presence, we at least have this as an option. So, from a player standpoint, I think it's a good thing for us to have. Again, it's just me having adjustments. Trying to deal with so much going on now. We have so many things to spend money on. And that's worrisome because I already put money into paper cards and stuff like that and different products because I am trying to support the company, make my shop work, and be able to play with players. For WotC, I think it works both ways. They can make money two different ways, and they're really trying to move that whole selling online format. But I think they are really seeing that nothing makes them money quite like Paper Magic, even though a lot of work goes into it, because you got to have a lot of different people doing things besides a few people behind a computer. Granted, it's not a few people behind a computer doing it. Yeah, so I over exaggerated that. But far as store owners go, it's a little different. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. We want to be back open. We need to for our livelihood and for our families and stuff like that. But there is a big part of it that, this is our other family. Our players are such a big part. And at the end of the day, we want things to get back to normal and see people playing again. And with this whole arena thing, I'm just gonna have to get used to it, I'm realizing, and roll with the punches until this is all somewhat said and done, maybe under control. But when it comes down to it, I'm hoping that when this ends or gets under control, arena is always going to be there for you, but more importantly, your local store will be there for you. And that's the important part in seeing each other and us all playing is going to be what we look forward to more than getting on a computer playing card games. Now that you see all the things that annoy me, maybe I'm just bickering, maybe I'm just not all there, but nothing beats playing with people at home or at a store or whatnot. But I'm still looking forward to running these tournaments because maybe it'll be a little bit different experience with people that I know and I enjoy playing with. But till then, we'll find out. It's a cookie muffin if you're asking. But those are the things that bug me with Arena right now, and that's just a player. I guess I'm a player. I don't feel like I'm a player. I used to crush it a lot. I should have that joke in there. As a player that is coming back to it, those are the things that were bugging me. And they're maybe not that big of a deal. And yes, I'm fat. At the end of the day, I get to play again with my customers, and that's what matters to me. And that's what's gonna make the store kind of last until we get to open. We're sheltered in, locked in, no more locked doors.
I don't like locked doors around here. They make me crazy and shit.
But yeah, if you get watched and you slide out as a little baby complaining, that's fine. I don't mind. I am a little baby complaining half the time. But I just feel like there's nothing like playing with your friends, to be real with you. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by and come back for more content. I want to do something with the mystery booster. It's going to be interesting.
No more locked doors. Gracias.
It's good ass muffin.